Right, it's looking good. It's the you gotta put the hand on the camera. It's kind of what everybody does, you know. You gotta do that whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Everything here's nice.
This is going great so far. Hi,
Jefferson Jay.
Israel. What's going down, man?
Nothing.
Thanks for having me to your interview place. What are we going to talk about today?
Well, like a play. Do you like plays? No,
I
I'm
like
just
plays.
kidding. No, we're not gonna
Let's
talk about
play.
plays.
What do you want to play?
Let's play. So check this out, man. Okay, first time that I first met you, remember? Portugalia?
I remember Portugalia. I don't remember the first time we met. Do you? You
I
don't.
don't remember the first time we met, but I remember when I put two and two together, and it was at Portugalia.
Yeah.
And when I started putting two in, but I did meet you before that. And this is like, I don't know, 2009 or 2010 or something like that.
I think you came over my apartment and we played once in like 2008 or 9 for sure.
It was like an after party, one of those after
It
parties.
was after one of the shows. Wes Davis was there, and we were tickled that you were hanging out with us because I think we felt that you were on a higher level of musicianship than we were. So we were pretty excited.
You know,
And here we are.
funny thing, people think that, but
Now that I know you, I know it's true. I know for a fact.
no,
that was right.
not even, man. Well, you were hosting what, an open mic there or something like that? Or?
Yeah, open mic at Portugalia at the old. Now I think it's the Breakfast Republic.
Breakfast Republic, man. That's expensive over there, but it's nice. It's good food.
You know, if you want to go drop a couple $100 on breakfast, I can't think of a better place to go.
No, dude.
There's no better place to spend your life savings on eggs than the
$200.
Breakfast Republic.
I mean, you think about it and be like, a dozen of eggs, it's like, what, $4, and you get an omelet for like $10.
And you could buy like a bunch of $13 drinks though, and I don't know. It used to be a good place called Portugalia, and I hosted events there and kind of cut my teeth in OB, and met you and millions of other exciting people I adore.
Soul Man?
I met the Soul Man at Croce's.
Really?
Playing with Glenn Fisher in 2001, another place that doesn't exist, the legendary Soul Man. We met, he was with Nico Gutierrez.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, see, if anybody who knows Nico is going to laugh out loud.
The
when
funny
they hear
thing
it.
about Nico is when I first started, the first band that I put together was with Nico.
Yeah.
At San Diego State, when I was at San Diego State. And it's crazy because at Glenn Fisher, I was playing with San Brazil, but you met him at Croce's with Konama or something like that. That was the
Yes, it was definitely. I was Monday night residency. I would go as much as I can. I was new to town. I loved the jazz and wound up getting to know Carlos and Glenn and all the different guys.
Awesome,
Ray
man.
Breeze, like real legends. Awesome.
What were those called? The Yavas, I think they were called, or whatever. But Soul Man was always there.
Yeah, he was always there, and just he wrote a song about him. Glenn had a song about him. And me and the Soul Man became fast friends, and now he's 174 years old. It's unbelievable, folks. He fought in the Revolutionary War, this guy.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you know what? He'd be an interesting interview, huh? Wouldn't he?
Yeah. I would just want to sit over there and watch.
Just like that, because that guy.
He's got stories.
You know, when I give him a ride to, like, when we do, like, the retirement places, man, he's always comes up with the, like, craziest, coolest stories, man. I'm like, man, for real, like, and he's like the coolest guy. He's like 174, right?
Something like that. I lost track.
Well, you've done that thing called the 24 hours of free music. What can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, sure. When I came to San Diego in 2000, met the Soul Man and all these other folks, I started meeting all these cool people, and I thought it'd be great if everybody did a show all together, all one big show, and a show that went all day and all night, and it was free, and anybody could go, even if you had no money or you had to work a whole lot. A lot of the folks I got hadn't really gotten any attention or a lot of attention for what they did. So I thought if we all came together and did a show that was this spectacular kind of, who can even imagine a 24-hour free music show, then everybody would get more attention, and I'd promote it and make nice posters and t-shirts, and that's exactly what happened. So we did that in 2003 at the Stats. Yeah, I still like to think that it was the biggest show they ever had there. I don't know how many people you can squeeze in there, but over 24 hours, we probably doubled or tripled that number. I don't know if they look at it that way, and it doesn't matter. 2005, we did the Hot Monkey Love Cafe, which later became Queen Bee's. They moved to Queen Bee's.
That's right. Yeah, I just saw Alma, wasn't you?
You see Alma around sometimes. I tried to do it there last year, but Alma had an unfortunate double booking matter.
Okay.
And I had to cancel with 40 people. It was going to be the 15th anniversary of the event, but things happen. Still love Alma.
Yeah, she's awesome, man. I mean, I just like that venue. She's
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Shit house and everything.
I would have liked to have done it there. It would have been cool. 08 and 09 were the last 2 times we did it, both at Portugalia. And so I kind of missed doing it, but it is quite a large undertaking. And we started the San Diego Music Hall of Fame last year to also recognize and appreciate the great talents who may be overlooked. And so I had my hands full.
I think I like that, man. I like the fact that, you think about you know what I mean? We're thinking about the people that are up and coming, and then obviously you do something for free for the community. It's like it's a community thing, and obviously bringing musicians together. I mean, that 24-hour thing, that's a commitment, man. I mean, because do you personally have to be there for the 24 hours, or do you just kind of like take turns with somebody?
I do, no turns. I usually try to get the overnight part out of the way in the beginning.
Because it can run itself, really, in a way.
Yeah, get DJs who want to be up all night with their people. Yeah. And then I show up around 8 or 9 and just drive it all the way till 2 or midnight or whenever we end. Cool. So I'm hosting for 14, 15, 16 hours.
Sweet.
Playing with my band, usually somewhere in the nighttime. The Jefferson Jay Band.
Yeah.
And it's a thrill. I like getting all involved in stuff and doing things people don't normally do, kind of pushing the boundaries of what's normal or acceptable or...
Yeah, I love it, man. You know what, the other thing that you did that was pretty insane that I thought was the Operation 365. That was like every day you posted a video on YouTube. Like, it was an original song, a cover song, and then it was...
The first time it was like an archive at those Portugalia shows. I filmed lots of it, and I had all this footage, and I hated that it wasn't getting used for anything. I'd also written like hundreds of songs that no one ever heard. They were just sitting in my files. I type everything up. My background's in history, so I'm like organized, I guess, when it comes to that stuff. And I wanted to use all this stuff, and the covers were kind of put in there just to make people care. People love covers, so I thought I'd bring that in as another pull.
Yeah.
And like you said, I did 3 videos a day and a blog, kind of contextualizing, explaining it all.
Content, right?
Right, for content and in a context. So I did this for a year twice, in 11 and 16. Our most recent record, Jefferson Jay Band on Spotify. It's called The Best of Operation 365. And that's 12 of the jams I wrote for the 2011 one. Didn't anticipate Operation 365 2 in 2016, but it's a great way to force yourself to play a lot of music, write a lot of songs, and, just be active, be out there.
Yeah.
Kind of.
They say, like, to be a good songwriter, you have to be, like, you have to practice to be a songwriter, you know what I mean? Like, for you, like, when you write songs, because I know I've seen you, like, write songs for, like, the Padres and everything, go on the radio and 1090 and with Scott and BR, and you write these, like, songs, like, that are super hilarious, like, for the Padres. How do you come up with that stuff? Is it just...
It sort of just pops in my head. The process, I've done it a lot of times. So for me, like, I just get a moment of inspiration. Like, looking at these empty sheets of paper, to me, are like, oh, these are things I could write songs on. If there was a pen, I'd be doing everything I could to not do that right now, because it might be entertaining, but it might be boring. But basically, I take a moment of inspiration, and I try to follow it all the way to the end right away. I don't think it's great to write half a song, because now you actually made yourself a burden. Now you have I have all these things I have to do in life, and I got to finish those, like, 1, 2, all of a sudden 10, 20, all of a sudden way more than you're ever going to finish songs.
Right.
So I try to, like, run for the finish line and get all the way done, get it 90% done at least. All the way done is good, because you can always change it. So you come up with some stuff that's
But as long as it's like start to finish, as long as you have the 2 things, and you can just tweak everything that's in between.
Yeah, and usually I'll have a melody in my head, so I'll just put the chords in after. I don't try to write songs that are super complicated. Playing a band, I gotta teach them to people. It's a pain. So simple works for me, but whatever the song calls for. But for me, during the Operation 365 2, I needed more songs because I used my kind of backload of songs I had built up, most of them. Build a new one, but not that much. So I started experimenting with writing 12 tunes at once. And that's what I've been recording now, and that's when my next thing I'll put out will be it'll be 24 hours of free music CDs, but they won't be like live of the old ones.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll put that out too. I have one. But it'll be just like songs I wrote during this like binge bulk songwriting formula thing I was experimenting with, and things come out of the deep subconscious when you don't take the time to be like, this is good, this is bad, is this perfect? No, let me think for an hour about the right word. Like, by the time the hour comes, for me, the rest of it's gone. The moment is past, and now it's like, may as well just start over again.
Right. And
So-
it's not the same.
No,
It's
now you
the
do
same.
some other
It's
thing.
It's a completely different thing. What about, I remember when I went to your house one time, you had like bookshelves full of like little notebooks and stuff like that. I couldn't believe how many notebooks there were. And each notebook, they're all full of stuff, like writings and stuff. What was that all of, I mean...
I teach the children, and I say to them a lot when I kind of want them to feel like they can comment, but I also don't want them to comment. I'll say, thoughts, feelings, opinions, ideas, beliefs, conjecture, speculation, stuff like that. A long list of things, and sometimes they'll say something and sometimes not. But that's essentially when I write in my books. I got all these thoughts and feelings and emotions and ideas, especially going back to when I was younger and angry about the things that life can do to us from time to time.
Yeah. It's pretty amazing though, man, because you just like that. Those things are all full, man. I remember you just kind of like just here we go. Like I didn't read any of it, but I'm just saying like
You could read it.
it was like, but then like so you work with kids right now. Is that what you're doing? Like you're working at schools and everything?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Can you?
I'm basically teaching songwriting for my day job. I work for a nonprofit called Guitars in the Classroom. They just had their blogger, who happens to be the legendary local musician MC Flo, get together with me and write a nice blog about me. Maybe we'll link it with our
Yeah,
thing
that'd be
here.
great. Yeah, somehow,
But I'm
one way or
teaching
another.
like in elementary schools, including Jefferson Elementary School, which is cool because
No
I'm
relation,
Jefferson.
yeah,
No relation.
yeah.
I hope they'll change that. See, right now they're doing all this like look back at people from history and be like, oh, we got to take down the Kate Smith statue because she said
Oh,
a
I
bad
just
word.
saw that, yeah.
When are they going to start taking our founding fathers who owned slaves off the money? When do they get wiped
it's like
from the
that
story?
line, you know what I mean?
Jefferson,
It's
I'm
just-
speaking of.
Yeah, that's.
They should be named after me, is what I'm saying. Not Thomas Jefferson.
Yeah.
Should not be named after him. It should be named after me.
Yeah, that's
I
it.
work there. The kids love me.
Yeah.
There's no question about it. There's no room for debate.
I can imagine a statue of you right outside.
Yes,
What would it be like?
me
What
too.
would
It'd be
like
beautiful.
Pointing at the sky.
Yeah, one finger for love. Folks say, what can we do to make the world a better place? I'm announcing my initiative right here, right now. What we can do. Everyone says, well, I don't know what to do. How can I contribute? And I say, well, what's the least you can do? What's the least you'd be willing to do? Would you be willing to lift one finger? Would you be willing, right now, Isra Maldonado, on our interview show, would you be willing to lift one finger for love? Because if everybody lifted that finger high in the sky above, pointing up for whatever is up there that you love, the sky, the clouds, the sun, you gotta love the sun. Or whatever else. Happy holidays.
Yeah, I prefer the moon.
The moon, point at the moon. But if we could all lift one finger for love, it could be a sea change the world. I teach the kids. I'm making a TV show, a series, because I wrote 24 of them. I was working with folks who have special needs. I'm awake now.
Yeah.
I just shook off the school, and now I am alert and alive. Apologize to everybody who watched up to this point because I was not engaged completely. I was talking
That's
to
what
Israel.
I was getting for.
I didn't know where to look.
We gotta like. We gotta.
Yeah, we'll
Keep
get
it
likes.
liking.
We'll get likes.
Yeah,
We're gonna
we
go
got likes.
virus. We're gonna go contagion. Put on your oxygen masks,
This
people.
is why I have them here.
Yeah, come on. Sorry, I was just teaching. I came straight from school, 5 classes with the kids.
Are you exhausted or are you pumped?
I was exhausted. Now I'm pumped.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize it, but I was feeling a little exhausted.
Yeah, when you got here, you're like a little bit. Like,
Yeah, it's
kind of
like,
like snuffy. You know,
I ate your chips. I ate your sun chip. I ate the whole bowl full of them.
I made him a michelada too.
Oh, I'm going to drink it now. I'm going to drink another sip of it right now.
Yeah, cheers.
I never had this before.
He's never had a michelada. I was like, I'm gonna surprise him with a michelada. This is my Saturday, by the way. You know,
Oh, well.
I've been working my ass off this whole weekend.
It's my Monday, and I feel you. I'm making a series. It's the first ever show in the history of Earth, and it's to the discredit of all of our people who came before us that they didn't beat me to this punch, like the 24
Good.
Hours of Free Music, like
You
the
won.
Operation 365. I want someone to beat me to it. I don't want to win. I want 10 people to run right now and make the first ever show starring all actors with special needs before me and allow me to be in their wake. I don't wish to blaze the path. I wish to help be part of the solution of everyone's amazing, everyone's priceless, everyone's awesome, everyone's incredible. I love everyone. I love you. I love you very much. Oh, I love you. I know you. The love I have for you, one of my dear friends, is far. I love everybody, but it's in like I love you way. Like if you came and slapped me in the face, my love would come down a notch for a second before I built it back up. But you, I would do anything for you. You said do an interview. I said I'm coming right after school. I'm on my way.
Yeah.
I'm there. I'm here.
Yes.
I'm now.
I'm glad you texted me today, man, because I was like, hope he texts me because I really want to ask him tons of questions. You're the open mic guy on Wednesday nights at Winston's. And for how many years have you been doing that?
7 at Winston's. And the Portugali was a good 5 years.
Right.
There's a little break in between here and there, putzing around.
That's some dedication, man. I mean, that's seriously like,
yeah,
just to show up and like show up there and then like listen. Everybody wants to get in over the other person, and so you get me in every once in a while.
Anytime you want.
Squeeze me in, and I love doing that. I get the Soul Man shows up. Oh, happy birthday, by the way. I'm sorry it wasn't there on Wednesday, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't talk about that.
Folks, I think there's a certain age that everybody dreams of turning. It's in our lives, from as soon as we're old enough to know what a birthday is, we think, wow, maybe someday I can turn 45. How incredible would that be? How great would I... Oh, I'm 45 years beautiful. Not old, not young, beautiful. And you are
2 months older than me.
2 months. You're going to be 45 soon too, and you're going to see everything just change inside out. The flower will open itself up to you, and you'll be like, wow, now I have made it. I am 45.
I wish we could skip 45 and go to 46 because I hate that 45.
You don't like
the guy in the chief.
I don't even know what you're talking about. I actually had it's a procedure anybody can get now. You just turn off certain parts of your brain. You have them do it with an IUD, but they put it in your brain, and then the stuff that you don't want to hear or know about because it's too upsetting and sad, it's just gone for 3 to 12 years. It's copper. It goes into your brain.
Yeah.
So I don't even know what 45 means. I just know I feel like I must be on, I don't know. What do they make these days? I'm on it. I'm on Tums, folks.
I'll tell you what, though, man. I just have to say, you sang the national anthem and you caught the foul ball the same day at the Padres game.
That's true.
At Petco Park.
I've had an interesting life. I can't believe I'm not being interviewed constantly.
He caught the foul ball, one of the foul balls, and then he sang the national anthem the same day. I have to bring that up, man.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Actually, a pretty good one, man.
I don't know what you can't plan that. You can't plan that. Yeah, I could say I almost said some stuff about the Padres, but then I stopped myself.
Well,
I'm not going to talk about
when we started super hot, and then we had a little 6-game skid, which everybody goes through.
I think in a certain way,
I was like this, dude.
I think in a lot of ways, the Padres historically have been a skid.
Yeah, I know.
I think I respect the great Tony Gwynn and so many great players, and it's not so much about Gary Sheffield. He asked me on YouTube to like his I think on Twitter. He hit me up today.
Oh, yeah?
Say subscribe to my thing, and I got to get back to him. Gary Sheffield Jr. That's what you'd know on there. But the Padres, and it's not on the field. It's the way the team has been run, and they got in cover right now because they signed the Manny Machado, the $300 million.
Changes kind of the
makes
dynamics.
It look different. The optics on that move are great. And the Fernando Tatis, these guys are making them look good. But the way the Padres have just done everything wrong as an organization. I was a season ticket holder part-time for many years, 4 years, not many. Enough that I was like, forget it. I'm not doing it anymore. I hope they turn it around. I hope they become, something. This is their 50th year. How many World Series have they been to?
Like two.
Yeah, been to two. And I don't know if they won any games in either of them. I don't remember.
The first one was, I remember they beat the Cubs to get to the final.
1984. Right? Yeah.
And then they faced the
Detroit Tigers.
That's right.
Led by Jack Morris, Lance Parrish, Hall of Famer Alan Trammell, Lou Whitaker. They had Dan Petrie pitching.
Yeah, they had a good team, man. Those guys.
And then they faced the juggernaut, 1998 Yankees. Finished 125 and 50 when they were done with the Pods.
Oh, man, that was crazy. Actually, that same year I saw them playing against San Diego State because that's where I was going to San Diego State. Mm-hmm. And actually, they played a little scrimmage game against the Aztecs that year that they went to the World Series. I remember seeing Darryl Strawberry and all those guys.
The Yankees played the Aztecs?
Yeah, the Yankees played the Aztecs. I went to the game.
That must have been awesome. I didn't live here yet.
That one, the Japanese pitcher.
Irabu.
Yeah, dude, I forget.
You wound up being on the Padres for a minute.
Yeah, so the Scott and BR show, man. I remember driving around on the car and listening to you on 1090.
Yeah.
And then just
been on a lot with those guys. Great friends.
They're
on right now. They're on up against us. And we have the same type of thing. They do streaming now, and we're streaming.
Yeah, because 1090 is not even on the air right now. No. If you turn on 1090, it's just like
Texas. I heard it's a Texas station.
Really? Man, that's insane.
They had a problem with their transmitter in Mexico. I don't know.
You know when we're talking about the Obi mic, the open mic, man. What about the other characters that are on there? Like you go to You see the guy with the red hat.
The Judge Buster. He was just texting me just now. We've been texting.
You got.
He wants to donate money to my show I'm making, but he wants me to sit and watch his videos. He's got videos of himself.
There's a catch. There's a catch.
Yeah.
You can't just give him money. You gotta do something for me too.
I said, you know what? I gotta get this show made. If the judge needs me to sit and watch him talk,
and you're like.
You know,
so the guy with the air guitar, you know, he's
Anton. He plays an actual guitar, but he plays it in the air guitar style.
Oh well, he plays it. Oh yeah, that's right. Wireless guitar. That's what I meant.
I know. He goes outside. He drinks while he plays. He's got the carpal tunnel. Get well soon, Anton.
Yeah.
We love you. Come on, man. We need. He plays a pink flying V.
Yeah. Oh my God, he's just always kind of sitting over there in the corner. You know what I mean? Like, hey man, what's up? Yeah, it's cool, man. That's what I like about going to the Winston's open mic, because it's always never a dull moment. And then you have reggae night afterwards.
Yeah, and that's because Carlos has been there long. I've been there 7 years. He's been there at 13, 14.
Yeah.
I climb in the roof sometimes. Don't try that at home.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I've seen that. Actually, I've had video of that.
Oh.
I don't know. Maybe see if I can.
I should be drinking there. It's behind on here. I'm watching myself drink it.
Well, that was a delay. That was crazy.
I know. It's good. I can see that my drinking makes me look like I'm drinking at 3 in the afternoon.
It's really like.
It's fine. Yeah. Hi. I want to say hi to people. Hi.
You can
hi.
Wave like that. See?
Hi.
You can wave.
Hi.
Wave.
Hi.
Gotta catch up. We still gotta figure this whole thing out.
No, I just wanted to say hi to the people.
Check this out. Look,
what else do we got?
Pretty soon, like, you got this thing right here, right?
Is it a sponsor?
No, this is not a sponsor, but this little box, and I'm not gonna really talk too much about it, but I can actually go mixer out into this, and then and then we can actually have, like, if I get lapels, then we don't have to like be yelling at the camera.
I like to yell.
Yeah, I guess.
It's energy. Watch this.
Hall of Fame.
This is in case someone's watching it with the sound off. They'd be like, wow, Jefferson was this guy was screaming at Israel.
Oh my God, I love this guy. Hall of Fame, Hall of Fame, Hall of Fame. What's going on with that? Started
the San Diego Music Hall of Fame, another thing someone probably should have done before me, but here it was, 2018, no one had done it yet, and I saw that being a musician in San Diego, a lot of you probably know, it's not easy. It's not easy. I mean, Israel here, I'll use as an example. Guy needs to drink during the day and interview me. I mean, that's all we got to say. I mean, that tells you all you need to know. No, besides that part, let's put that aside for a second. This, like, up here, you can't see it, but there's a sign that says Puente Band. And that band should be headlining all of the places, but...
We're lazy.
It's not that he's lazy. It's that it's easier for him to go and play these, looping... These shows that pay... Yeah. See, I'm making him sad just talking about it. This is why we started the San Diego Music Hall of Fame. So folks who've given their entire lives to making music in this town great, not just for themselves, but for everybody, get honored, recognized, acknowledged, appreciated. Everybody. We will not be the type of organization that finds like the 2 or 3 people who have platinum records.
Yeah.
No, they're part of it. God bless them. But we're gonna honor Mark Goffney we put in last year. The man was born with no arms. He plays guitar with his feet. Almost everybody from town has seen him in Balboa Park. He became a YouTube
and nobody
sensation.
else is going to give him the props like that, man.
Probably not.
What I mean? Like, it's crazy.
Probably not.
There's a lot of people that are missed that should be up there that are not being mentioned. That are working their ass off out there.
Yeah.
And they're not even really being mentioned, you know what I mean, for anything, because they're not making records.
Yeah.
And they're not, you know, doing whatever that you need to do in order to be on the actual musical words, you know what I mean? Because it's rough, man. I'll just go, well, world music. I'm like, people that win the world music, I'm like, that's not world music, you know what I mean? Or like things like that, like, I don't know, but it's okay though. It's okay.
It's there. The San Diego Music Awards. That's one thing that exists, and we're a big city, so we can have at least 2 things, and this is going to be something a little more. You know, I do these shows at the Athenaeum Library in La Jolla, and it's kind of a sanctuary. They've done music for a long time here in town, and it's kind of a little more serious. I don't want to say somber, but a little more of like a serious ceremony to honor. And the Music Awards is like it's an award show. It's an annual award show, and it's a mixer, and it's a party place for people to go in town, and God bless them once again. But I'm looking at over time. Like what I think about as the person running this and starting the Music Hall of Fame is like, how do I honor everybody who deserves it? I mean, if this had started 50 years ago or 20 or 30, there'd already be 120 people in.
Yeah, that's
and there's thousands who deserve to get in, literally. And I got, world music you mentioned, jazz, hip-hop, rock, folk, reggae, funk, bluegrass, country, classical. And that's just genres. How about the people who worked in the schools, people who worked at the military on music, professors at San Diego State? How about record stores, writers, institutions like the Athenaeum, like the Belly Up? Where would we be in San Diego musically without the Belly Up?
Right, exactly.
So they need to be... So, and also Taylor and all the big companies. So ultimately, it'll be bringing all these entities under one umbrella, under one place where they can connect and maybe build new relationships and help honor each other and help lift up San Diego music. Maybe someday we have a room, an actual hall. Yeah. Right now it's San Diego Music Hall of Fame.com. You can read about the people who we put in this past year. Jason Mraz, Jack Tempchin, two of the platinum artists I've mentioned. Yeah. Johnny Chicolela, the great iconic figure of University Heights local music style-wise there.
Yeah, Jack's the guy from the Eagles, right?
He wrote Peaceful Easy Feeling. He's played my Athenaeum series a bunch. Super nice guy. A lot of other hits he wrote. Yeah, Sue Palmer, the queen of Boogie Woogie. She's amazing. I have her at the Athenaeum on May 24th.
Sweet.
And
you know what I like about the Athenaeum is that people are sitting there and they're actually watching you, and and it's quiet, and it's like you don't even need a speaker. At the end of the day, you just kind of like just it's beautiful. You know what I mean? Like I saw the last time when I was there with Karina, and then you had the guy was playing the guitar. Powell? No, not Bill Powell. But what was the other guy's name that you had with? It was me, Karina. Oh my gosh, I'm totally missing his name. But he was amazing. He was an amazing singer. To me, I remember just watching this, just kind of just my mouth was just open. I'm gonna tag him a little bit, man, but I forget what his name was.
I'll let you hang on that one a little bit.
Yeah. Because you booked so many people. So
we got 9 acts coming up. I'm playing there with my band. It's our only gig for this first half of the year. Got a lot going on with the TV show and the Hall of Fame and this and that. But it's us, the great Jamie Shadowlight, and Mike Hoisington, his group Microtones. That's on the 26th. On the 17th, we have Hugh Gaskins. He's 69, but he will be 70 then, and we'll be celebrating that event. He is with Travis Oliver, who plays with his little kid, very cute, and Jim Earp, who
Travis Oliver,
is awesome.
Guido Grass, right?
Yeah. He was playing with the Soul Man a while. Now he's replaced him with a 6-year-old child. And on May 24th, we have Sue Palmer, Angelo Pizarro, who played heroically at that San Diego Music Hall of Fame show. And Rob Dees. Yeah, it's just Angelo's doing a solo.
Okay.
We got solo Angelo.
Okay.
These guys are so talented. And Rob Dees, the hilarious acoustic hip-hopper. So that's the Athenaeum series. You can go to ljathenaeum.org. I got
in La Jolla.
In La Jolla, yeah.
Cool.
You can spell Athenaeum, you get to win this interview. You own all the rights to it.
Yeah, that's tough.
You can't do it. It cannot be done.
The street fair, you're going to be hosting the street fair this year again?
Hosting the Ocean Beach Street Fair and Chili Cook-Off. I got a lot going on, huh? The TV show is the big one, but yes, lots going on. I lost track. I think it's my 5th year emceeing the main stage. Might be the 6th. We used to do the 24 Hours of Free Music in 08 and 09 that same day. So I feel like I've been involved for a while. My band usually plays every year. Jefferson Jay and Jefferson Jay Band, both on the Spotify and all the other places.
Spotify, yes, that's where you
6 of my records under my name. But then I thought, innocently enough, I'll put this record, the Jefferson Jay Band. Spotify doesn't know. Spotify thinks Jefferson Jay Band's got 1 CD or record or album, and Jefferson Jay's got 6. And you know what? That's right.
That's fine. But this shows up though in the.
I'm not
search.
Sure.
I'll search it.
You never get any. Spotify, they pay like a fraction of a cent every time. I've got thousands of listens and zeros of cents.
Yeah.
But I don't care. But I am doing the Ocean Beach Street Fair and Chili Cook-Off. If you come down on whatever day it is, I think it's June something. 23rd maybe?
Yeah, something, yeah.
You come say hi to me at the main stage. I'll go, hi! I'm getting a little burned. I went to a festival thing. I emceed this festival and played this past weekend a new festival called the Hoedown on the Hill in Mount Laguna. It was super fun, but I got a lot of sun time in, and it was delightful. Yeah, so Street Fair Chili Cook-Off. Are you involved with that this year?
Man, I'm always playing a wedding, man. Usually
that's what I mean.
I can't.
He's always playing a wedding. So this kick-ass band and kick-ass Israel, not always playing because the wedding, that's what I'm saying. Let's go back to that for a minute. Like, who is getting paid to play music in San Diego?
Yeah, I know.
I don't mean like by name. I mean cover bands, tribute bands, and
weddings.
I'll probably put some of them in the Hall of Fame too eventually someday. The Electric Waste Band. I mean, they're certainly worthy. I think I dreamed they played like a huge stadium or something.
They've been playing for like 20 years, I think.
Yeah, they're amazing, and they take it to like the highest level of that. But like that's who gets paid in this town. There's the Gig Town app. Who do they give all their big gigs to?
Acoustic Spot,
It's
Gig
all
Town.
it's all going to cover bands. And I'm like a fiercely original person. Like, I can't help myself. Look, I'm going to show you something. This is my breast. You're going to love it.
Obi?
This is the shirt from the street fair last year.
That's right. Look at that.
See, look. And this is the back of it.
That's
right.
That's really pretty.
I can't wait to see myself take my shirt off on this screen.
Oh, yeah, because
it looks so good. I'm going to watch myself. Oh my God. This is amazing. Instant replay here. You guys got to come watch this with us. It says BO kind of from this angle.
It's
But
backwards.
Backwards, yeah. Oh, and there's the back. Oh my goodness, so good. I'm trying to get them to put my name on that.
Could you get the guitar? I wanted to figure something out with this accordion. I have this accordion, but I don't know what key.
It's got to be in C. They're always in C. They make it in C. Christmas tree don't wanna be cut down. Christmas tree don't wanna be cut down. Christmas tree don't wanna be cut down. Keep my branches off the icy ground. Christmas tree don't wanna be cut down. Christmas tree prefers it standing up. Christmas tree prefers it standing up. Christmas tree preferred standing up. Think of what a boo-boo I get if you cut me. Christmas tree prefers it standing up. Play it pretty for Atlanta.
Hey, there you go.
Christmas tree don't wanna be cut down. Christmas tree don't wanna be cut down. Oh, Christmas tree don't wanna be cut down. Keep my branches off the icy ground. Christmas tree don't wanna be cut down. Everybody! Ah, Christmas tree prefers it standing up. Nice. Christmas tree prefers it standing up. I was talking to them. Christmas tree prefers standing up. Think of what a boo-boo I get if you cut me. Christmas tree prefers it standing up.
Yeah. Well, Jefferson Jay, it was nice having you today.
Oh
With
my
that,
God.
Closing with a song.
It was
I
a
think-
pleasure, a privilege, an honor, a thrill. I'm thrilled. I would like to take a brief moment to tell everybody out here watching, you make good decisions. You, unlike a lot of people out there, especially those who use the internet, you know how to spend your time wisely. So what I encourage you to do, above and beyond all else, is continue making brilliant decisions. Always lock in here in the heart bone with your happiness, with your empathy, with your deepest wisdom, and folks, above all else, what you really need to know, folks, is how big my nose is. That's the most important thing in the whole world. Is this the best shot of it? Because I think people need to see that it is a seriously pronounced proboscis.
Oh, man,
and
perfect.
what you can't learn about a guy from the size of his nose, you can't learn from anything at all. I've said all I have to say. Thank you. Arriba.
Wow, mic drop. It's good.